If you joined me last night on Facebook or Instagram, I did share a little bit about good success and the definition, where it came from, and why I love it so much. And I'll share a little bit of that too once we get into the slides. But I just want to make sure that you guys are ready. So if you are ready, put ready in the chat and let's get this thing going. Let's get some excitement going and flowing in the room tonight. If you need to, feel free to share the webinar with someone. And yes, I am catering to women because, that's just what I do. But this is a webinar for anyone to join. So men, women, come on in. Let's have a good time. Let's talk about what is not talked about enough, especially in certain rooms. And we're about to knock the walls down. So we're about to have a good time. Okay. I'm seeing some readies. This is good stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. And you guys can see everything on the screen. Once again, welcome to the Good Success Challenge. Here's my big promise to you guys, okay? Because we're about to go ahead and get into this thing. Here's my big promise. My promise is that you will learn the exact steps to build, grow, and protect your wealth and become intrinsically, hear me, intrinsically comfortable being the success you were born to be. Now, I know I have people from all walks of life on the webinar tonight. Some of you have a lot of wealth. You've broken generational curses. You are scaling. You are making income. You have your business. You have different streams of income. But then there's some of you who are just getting started on your journey. Either way it goes, we're all the same in the sense that we know that there's more to life than what we're already experiencing. Yes or yes? Like, I just can't be comfortable with what I'm experiencing right now. I know there's more, and so I want more. And that's the type of person that you are too, because only those type of people join any type of challenge called good success, okay? But let me tell you, I want to ask you, because this is really who this is catered for. A driven woman, ambitious, goal-getting, goal-setting woman, and maybe you've already achieved a level of success, but you still feel like financial freedom is beyond your grasp. Maybe you've climbed the career ladder, you started a business, you made strides towards your goal, but managing your money and building lasting wealth still feels overwhelming. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm looking at the chat and I'm reading. I want more. Exactly. You've followed the advice. And I know some of you on here, this is you. You followed the advice. You've worked hard. You got the good grades. You did all the good, cute stuff. But somehow it seems like the other people have these secrets and they have this understanding to growing wealth that you don't have access to. And if you feel that way, you are not alone. And more importantly, you don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to stay in that place. That's why we're all gathered here tonight. But I want to ask you this. What if I told you that real wealth, building real wealth on your terms is not only possible, but it's already within your reach? What if you could learn how to create financial success without compromising your values, your morals, your faith, or the life you want to live, which is, hint, hint, on due of recording this, what we have seen a lot of people have done. They have compromised and they have thrown their morals and their values out of the window for said success. We don't want that success. We want good success. And that's what we're talking about here. If you follow me, just give me a I follow in the comments. Okay. If that is you, then here's the thing. We're going to talk tonight. And I want you to know why you should even listen to me on this topic. I just want to introduce myself to you. I am a master life coach and a serial entrepreneur. I went from only earning $9.25 an hour with a degree, hear me, to being a co-founder of a $30 million valuated company, SaaS company called Vonza. I followed the path that everybody told me. Get the good grades, go to school, graduate. Okay, you following me? All right. And you'll be set for life. Get married, have kids, etc., etc. But that is not what happened. It's not what happened. I couldn't find work. And I literally, as my husband said to me that day, why don't you stop waiting for people to open a door for you and go and build a door? Not only did I build a door, I busted through the door. Okay. I've won awards. I've hit 6 figures in a few months. This is having kids, husband, and other businesses. Okay. So now what I do is I teach others how to build their 6-figure business. I consult with big businesses. And, on the side, I also counsel and coach celebrities, pro athletes, high earning entrepreneurs, just a plethora of individuals. And because I took the leap of faith, because I said, when my husband said, babe, don't wait for anybody to open the door for you, just build a door for yourself, I really truly felt like that was God challenging me and pushing me so I wouldn't accept what I was getting at that time. So because I listened to that and I did exactly that, I have been able to live my dream life and live my dream life on purpose. If you follow me at all on social media, I do not do a good enough job of posting the things, the successes, the trips, all the things. And partly it's because, I just feel like y'all gonna get it. You should know. But the truth is, I have to do a better job at testifying of the goodness of God. I have to do a better job at sharing where I was and where I am, because it is all by the grace of God. It is good success. It's the literal manifestation of what it was I was asking God to give me. And so when I share and when I post, all of that is to taste and see that the Lord is good and say, here's the proof that the Lord is good, right? I'm living my dream life. I've graced TEDx stages. I've traveled to different countries. I literally try and travel to at least 2 different countries I've never been to every single year. And I've been able to keep that going for the past 3 years. My kids are, thank God, healthy. They're so cute. They're smart. They're just awesome kids. My husband is my forever boo. It can't nothing separate us, monkey dada. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my boo. And I'm able to have a business, and business says that I love, that makes impact and income. And that is just so big to me. That is just so important to me. I've been able to, this is just a list of a few things: build a 6-figure business within a few months, use my gifts and walk in purpose. I'm able to spend time with my kids. I'm that mom. I'm gonna show up. What y'all need, what we getting, what we buying, what we doing for the class. That's me. I'm there. Okay. I get to wake up when I want to. Hallelujah. Because I am not a morning person. If you want the best of me, call me at night. You're going to get it if I'm not too tired, because I've been doing everything with everybody else. Okay. Able to give to orphanages. I always tell myself I'm going to put the picture in here of baby Gracie, because she's like 5 now. But we met Gracie when she was a baby. And the story is, when we went to visit, we went to Nigeria, and we went to a hospital. We were just giving like clothes, food for the orphanage and the kids there, right? So we get there, and in the back of the orphanage is like this hospital. And in the hospital, this lady is just, she's on the bed and she's there. She just gave birth, but she can't leave the hospital. We're like, why she can't leave the hospital if she gave birth already? That's what she came here for, right? Is to give birth to the baby. Honey, listen to this. She couldn't leave because her bill wasn't paid. The father of the child said, oh, I'll be back so that I can pay the bill so that I can take my wife and my child. He never came back. So she was just there. He wasn't picking up her calls, nothing. Y'all, I was like, well, she can't just be here. She has to go home. Like, what? And I was like, oh, no. And I'm talking to myself, I'm like, so how much is the bill? And we did not plan on doing this, but that's what happened. And when we said, how much is the bill? We will pay the bill. She has to go home. They told us, we paid it right then and there on the spot. The mom was so grateful. And she was just like, oh my God. Like, she was just freaking out. And I always tell myself I'm going to put a picture of her when we took a picture together that day when Gracie was born, and then where she is now. I'm going to do it. So next time you see this slideshow, you're going to see it. But we said, nope, Gracie's that she ain't just your baby. She our baby now. We were like, no, she's our baby. So we pay for her school fees, with uniform. We help, whatever it is they need. We help them out. We do what we can do because we're literally living in God's goodness. We're living in God's grace. Like it was. Yeah. Oh, yes. Thank you. Some of you guys in the chat were there. Thank you. You know. It's amazing. Yeah, that's what happens sometimes in some other countries. Like everything is cash. It's not credit or, oh, we'll send you the bill, the cute stuff that we have here in the States. Okay, let's be clear. They will keep you until you pay that bill. And while you are there, you are still incurring fees and costs. So you got to have that cash on hand to pay. So that's what happened. That's what we did. And I just thank God that we could do that, because there was a time where I couldn't even help myself, let alone help somebody else. Okay. So that just always sticks out to me. And I love that her name is Gracie too. So that's amazing. So next on my to-do list is I want to retire my mom, and I want to relocate my mother-in-law to Georgia. So we're working on it. We're working on it. And I know all of this is possible. I know it's possible. Why? Because I've seen God do great and big and awesome things with me, right? So this is little. This is nothing. I probably need to dream a little bit bigger. Hello, right? But I know it's possible. I know it's doable. And it's just a matter of creating the plan and working towards it. So in fulfilling and doing great things, these are some of the cool people that I've met, been able to speak for, been able to collaborate with, and just do amazing things just by saying yes, just by saying, okay, I'm going to push, I'm going to build a door, I'm going to use my gifts, I'm going to walk in purpose. So here's the thing. Today, I'm going to show you how to turn what you have into financial freedom, into wealth, into abundance that you already know you're meant for. You've probably seen it in your dreams. People have probably told you, you just look wealthy. You just look like prosperity. Have you ever heard that? Y'all tell me in the chat, because we having a conversation here. Let me know. Has anyone ever said this? Like, you just look like you somebody. You look great. Those are indications, and you didn't have nothing. Those are indications that it's on you. You're graced for it. But the how is what's needed, right? Right, exactly. I know. You're looking like, have you seen my bank account? And that's how you feel on the inside. But on the outside, you're like, oh, amen. You see that? Wow, thank you. I'm so grateful. You're doing all that humble stuff. But on the inside, you are screaming like, okay, well, Lord, where is it? Like, hello, where's it at? Right? But here's what I want you to know. And this is the key right here, right? That part. Most women do not struggle because they're not working hard enough. Hello, please hear me. Please hear me on this. Most women don't struggle because they're not working hard enough. They struggle because they haven't been taught the strategies and the systems that wealthy people use. Studies also show that women are not included in conversations that pertain to wealth as much as men are. Furthermore, literally, I think it was Notre Dame and UCLA, if I'm not mistaken. They did a study, and the study said that 62% of women are underpaid. Hear me. Oh, I'm gonna drop the numbers for you. 62% of women are underpaid because they don't like confrontation when it comes to money. What's the confrontation? We're not talking about, street fight, knucking and bucking and all that. No, we're talking about, hey, thank you for your offer, but based on my qualifications and my skill set and what it is that you're asking for, I can't accept this offer. This is what I can accept. And then negotiating. Come on. Negotiating. That is confrontation. And 62% of women are literally underpaid, literally overworked, not getting as much as their male counterparts. Let me be clear, right? Women don't ask. They don't like the confrontation. We're taught as women by society, be nice. What does nice mean? Nice means be agreeable. Take whatever they give you. If you have one of the highest positions, you're a manager, but yet they ask you to go and order the cake, go ahead and do it. No, that's not your job. Get your assistant to do that. But most women, because they want to be nice and they want to be agreeable, will end up doing it, and they're now undermining their own selves. Hello? I just want to make sure I'm not going too fast. Do you know that women, this is the same study, women who are deemed unagreeable are women who make $3,213 more dollars. They earn more, they get more respect, right? Come on, you can look it up. And they're deemed as being more competent. $3,213. If someone put $3,213 in your hand, what would you do with it? Where would it go? How would you circulate it? This is women. This is most women. I have so many other stats, but I don't even want to get tripped up. I don't even want to go there. The information is out there, right? Because we don't like excuses. The truth is, yeah, the information is out there. Society has cultivated us to be a certain way. The information is out there, but it is scattered. It is confusing. And most times it doesn't consider your unique circumstances as a woman of faith, as a woman of color, as a woman with children, as a woman who's taking care of siblings, or those who may be disabled or physically challenged, or their parents, or it doesn't consider any of that stuff. It doesn't consider it. It's just like, here, do this. As if you have all the time in the world, you have all the money in the world, you have all the resources in the world, and you don't have any of that stuff, right? It doesn't consider those challenges. And then, especially with someone who has ambition and a drive to make a lasting impact. Oh yeah, we're closing that gap up. Okay. Now, I learned a lot of these things just by sitting in the right rooms, paying the cost, being around environments, people, mentors that now allowed me to really work the information. And I had to make I should have made this bold right here. Significant. Okay? Because I don't want to sit up here and y'all think that I didn't have to go anything. And I was just popped out this way. No. I had to make significant changes in the way I operated, the way I functioned, the way I showed up in the world and in the spirit realm. And then I took that information and I saw that it was making change and creating change in my life. So then I started to give it away to everybody that I encountered, especially my clients. These are text messages. If y'all are iPhone users, where the apostolics at? Apostolics, this is iPhone mostly. A lot of people on here, right? Ooh, that was a good comment. I'm going to read that in just a second. Here's one client of mine. OMG, I just got my first $5,000 client and she paid in full. Okay? I am shocked. I don't even want to spend any of it. Right. So now I said, correct me if I'm wrong, because you showed up, someone found you on Instagram, that one deal that you've secured, paid off credit cards, taking care of credit card debt, generated $12,000 to $13,000, paid off your car. These are just some of my clients. Dr. Faith, I hope all is well. You put me on to, and I was able to bank Thank you. That is stocks. How can I find out what stocks politicians are buying and selling? Hello, this is information that I shared with my clients. Okay, look, let's see. It's been coming for a long time now. So many dreams. So I need the certification to back it up. She's talking about my I think this is a counseling client, a counseling certification. And she said, I told myself that if one session with you can result in $3,000 worth of clients, imagine what the entire program will do. You could see it. You can see it, right? You can see it. And I just spared you guys. It didn't put all the testimonials on there because I got the information and I refuse to keep it to myself. I'm not a gatekeeper. If there's one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to withhold information. I'm not going to withhold what I know. When someone says, oh, where'd you get this? Where'd you get that? Oh, look, I got it from this store. I got it from this Instagram. I got it from Amazon. I have a whole little section on my Instagram about stuff that I bought from Amazon that I've absolutely loved, why I got it, what it did for, why? Because I don't like to keep information. I know that information changes seasons. Come on, if you follow me, please put that in the chat. Information changes seasons. The season of your life that you find yourself in right now is absolutely 100% congruent with the information that you have and the information that you are applying. Information changes seasons, right? So here's the deal. It is your turn. Let me tell you what you don't need. You don't need to be an expert. You don't need to be good at math or numbers. You don't have to come from a wealthy household. You don't have to be a man. Hello? You don't have to be a man. You could be who you are, where you come from, your story, all of that. Just be that person. Okay? Someone wrote a great comment. I want to read it. The private sector has so many more opportunities for financial advancements. Public sector folks are locked in and don't get increased opportunities with our positions. So you better build your own door. You better say it. That is absolutely correct. You have to build your own door. And that's what we're talking about today. Yes, information changes seasons. It's just a little bit of information. It's just some information that you're missing that you don't have yet. But once you get your hands on that information, it's up. It is up. One thing my dad used to always tell us, it's not anything that you get outside of you, anybody can take it away. It can go away at any time. Get it, enjoy it, don't focus on it. But what you put inside of you, what is in here, nobody can ever take it away from you. So if you don't use it, it's on you. Come on, it's your turn. You don't need any of those other things that I just listed, but you do need a game plan. You do need to know some certain information. So let me drop the information. This next slide, if I'm not mistaken, is screenshot worthy. Prepare yourself. Okay, not this one, the next one. Imagine if you were generating $10,000 per month. What would it do for you? What would it do for your family? What would it do for your business? How would that change the quality of your life? And here's the thing, the middle class take-home pay is on average $4,300. And I think this is pre-2024 inflation. How would life change if your take-home pay was $10,000 instead of $4,300? How would it change? And I really want you to consider that. I really want you to think about that because that's a major change. All right. This is the screenshot worthy. Go ahead and take a screen. Matter of fact, the next couple slides are all screenshot worthy because we're about to get into some stuff. Today, we're in day 1 of the Good Success Challenge. Day 1 is all about limiting beliefs. And here is the thing. Most times, it's not the exterior, the stuff that's outside of you that's preventing you or stopping you. It's what's inside of you. It's your belief system. Woo, come on. You got to visualize it. It's your belief system. Your belief system. What's on the inside is what's hindering what you're seeing on the outside. If you want to change your outside, you got to change your inside. And how you change your inside is by the stories that you tell yourself. And I'm going to go through 5 stories that's going to literally attack, demolish, obliterate, remove, uproot some of the negative beliefs, the limiting beliefs that are stopping your money flow and your ability to elevate. That's why I played the song Elevate when we first got started. Elevate. It's time to celebrate. Don't worry, I'll play it for you before we end, okay? All right. Number 1, your money story. Number 2, your emotion story. Number 3, your self-worth story. Number 4, your imposter story. Number 5, your fear of success story. And why do I say story? Because these are the conversations that we have within ourselves, in our minds, that we don't even realize. And a lot of times, because they're thoughts and you can't see a thought, and a thought goes like that, we don't realize what's actually happening. But when you take a look at the stories that you tell yourself, literally the conversation that you're having within yourself, especially in regards to money, you're going to see some things break. All right. So we're about to see some walls of Jericho break on tonight. Let's get into it. Number 1, your money story. And I have here in the purple, your beliefs that you have adopted, you've picked up, you've learned, that have wrapped itself around money, have wrapped itself around the concept and the construct of money for you, right? This is a story that you tell yourself about money is what you will experience when it comes to money. Oftentimes, if you want to see it or you want to hear it, all you have to do is listen to the words that you say. And a lot of times we don't listen to ourselves. We just talk, but we don't listen to ourselves. We want everybody else to be a listener and listen to you when you're talking, but you don't even listen to yourself. Because if you listen to yourself, you would hear what you say. You would hear the story you tell. Money is hard to come by. You have to work hard for it. It doesn't just grow on trees. Everybody ain't banking like that. Everybody ain't got it like that. That's too big. That's too lofty of an idea. That's too big of a dream. Let me bring it down to what's more comfortable for me. I can't afford it, or we can't afford that. Put it back. Don't talk about that. Or, oh, let's leave it alone, or whatever. Just next topic, because you feel like you can't afford it. If I had money, I wouldn't spend it on that. I wouldn't. I would do this. I'm spending other people's money. That's a money story. You're telling yourself, you're having dialogue with yourself that is contrary to what you actually want to see. Maybe in reality, the truth is you can't afford it. Okay. But you can use your words, and you speak your words to say, I didn't plan for it. So put it back. I'm going to plan for that first. Mr. Budget said we're not doing that yet. Who is Mr. Budget? Somebody talk to me. Who is Mr. Budget? Mr. Budget is your budget. Ladies, we have to have budgets. We have to have budgets. We have to say, it's not on me. It's not on me. Mr. Budget said we have to plan for that. Mr. Budget said it's not time for that yet. Yeah, that key word, yet. Mr. Budget says money comes to me easily. Making money is easy, right? The money story, this is what's playing in your mind, and you have to pay attention, because if you don't pay attention, it will go burn through your hands speedily. I have 4 more to go. I can't even sit on this the way I want to. Let's keep going. Your emotion story. As we're talking about money right now, how do you feel? Are your arms tense? Are your shoulders tense? Your back tense? You squinting your face? You got your eyes clenched? Your hands fit? What are you doing? Your body is telling you right now how you feel about money. Just the conversation. And that's part of it too, right? Being in rooms, being with people, having conversations that there's not all this resistance with money, with wealth, with more, with success, with increase, with greater, right? The emotions that you feel are directly connected to the thoughts and the actions that you take and you don't take. So oftentimes when there's an opportunity for us to increase, we won't take it because the emotions that are connected to what we're thinking about are emotions that cause us to take actions that steer us away from the opportunity instead of towards the opportunity. A prime example is, you want to buy a house, but after C19, everything has just gone up and you don't know if you can afford it. And it's just like all this and you're, feeling tight and you're anxious and you're worried and you're like, ooh, okay. Or you feel down and downtrodden, you feel overwhelmed and things of that nature, right? Those are all emotions. All those emotions are playing into what's coming to you and what's staying away from you. Let me tell you guys a secret. When it comes to money, when you don't need money is when money comes to you. It's so hilarious to me how I can literally I'm good. Money is coming in, business is good, I'm serving my clients, everything is working, I don't need for anything. I'm like, oh, let me get rid of these credit cards, let me take care of this, let me take care of that. And now all of a sudden, here comes the banks. Well, we're looking to speak with Faith Abraham. We want to give you a loan. We want to give you this. We want to give you this credit card, and you'll get 60,000 extra points if you just do this. And I didn't call y'all. Why are y'all calling me? I don't need y'all. When I needed y'all, y'all didn't show up. But now that I'm good, here you are. Why? Because there is no emotions. Oh, thank you. There's no emotions causing and allowing resistance so the money can flow. The money can come. When you're anxious, when you're overwhelmed, when you're worried, the money just stays away. But as soon as you say, you know what? I'm going to just let God handle it, whatever. You just do your thing because, I don't even know what else to do, right? Then what happens? Here comes all the money. Here it comes. It just starts flowing. Your emotions. And I put 3 lines on here, okay? And I want you to identify how you currently feel about money. And it's okay. Be honest with yourself if it still is a little uncomfortable, if it still kind of, makes you twitch and you got to adjust yourself and all of that. That's okay, especially when the numbers change. It never stops, really, because you might be comfortable with talking about, $50,000, $500,000, $3 million to close on a deal. That might be okay, like you're good, but then go higher above your threshold. Go above your threshold. Guess what happens? Oh, okay, hold on. That might be too much. I might be doing too much. You're not doing too much. If you're doing too much, you're not doing enough because God is bigger than what you think is too much. Let's continue. Number 3, your self-worth story. This is where a lot of times we get stuck. How we see ourselves, because a lot of times, let me read the purple. Most people connect their self-worth to how much money they have and how much money they don't have. And when it should actually be disconnected, right? It doesn't matter. If I have, honey, I'm worthy of all. If I don't have, I am worthy of all. As a matter of fact, if I don't have, no problem. Now I turn on my game mode, right? I lock into game mode because now it's go time. I've had it before. I'm going to have it again. I'm not worried about where I am right now. I still got some bills to pay. I got some stuff, but I'm not worried about it. I'm in game mode. I did it before. I can do it again. He came through before. He's going to come through again. Let's go. What do I need to do? What's happening? Where are we going? How are we moving? Right? The self-worth story. But if you don't see yourself as an abundant person, a creation. You were, when the creator made you, when God made you, he made you from himself in his image and likeness. If God is abundant, then that means you are abundant. There's no questions. There's no questions, guys. This is who we are. We are abundant. He is creative. We are creative. Image and likeness, right? So that's who you are by default. That and oh my God. And that is the thing when it comes to self-worth. We are and have been told a lie that, oh, we have to work towards being abundant. We have to work towards being worthy. We are already worthy. That's default mode. That's by default. Like, you're playing the game. My son plays what is he, Fortnite and Roblox and all that stuff all the time, right? Even Mario Kart. You know, when you're playing those games and they say pick your player, right? You got to look at the players and you got to pick the player. You got to pick who you want to play with, because each player ooh, man, I'm telling you, I'm going to do something on Mario Kart. Wait for it. Each player has specific gifts, has specific abilities, has specific benefits, but they also have weaknesses as well. But default is that they all have the opportunity to play in the game and get you where you want to go. Oh man. Now, it might be because I'm a boy mom and I keep looking at all these games and this is why I'm excited. But let me tell you something. Just go ahead and flash back to when you were a kid. The default mode players who you get when you first get started. As you keep playing the game and you keep going on, you keep getting these boosts. 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 You have to be okay with your own greatness. You have to know, if I have, I'm good. If I don't have, I'm good. I am worthy of all great things because the one who is greater created me. Great things are supposed to be in my life. Even if they're big, even if they're beyond my wildest dreams, even if my mom and them can't even understand it, it's not their job to understand. It's my job to understand, right? And when you start having a plan for the money, when you start having, we talk about this anyway. Let me just stay on track. When you start having a plan for what you want to do and where you're going, and oh, if somebody wants to give you $3 million, what's you gonna do with it? Oh, honey, let me tell you something. Let me get my phone real quick. I got a plan for you. I got a whole strategy. Bam, 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 bam. I already know. Don't tempt me with a good time. I'm ready. Don't tempt me, okay? And I'm worth that and so much more that you can't even see, because it's beyond this earthly realm. I'm not preaching. I'm not preaching. Number 4, the imposter story. The imposter story. Let's read the purple. Many feel like they are an imposter, or only certain people can have certain things. But this also ties into number 3. And this is what, when a lot of people say they're feeling imposter syndrome, where they feel like where they are or what it is that they're striving for, I know I wanted, I know I had a dream, or I know I desire this or what have you, but it just feels, I don't know, and you just feel like you're an imposter. You feel like you don't deserve to be there. You don't deserve to have it. All of that is literally, don't worry about this part because my stuff didn't save. But when you are dealing with that, an imposter story is basically the story you're telling yourself, and you're repeating to yourself that certain people deserve to be in certain places and others don't. That because of where you come from, because of what you've experienced, because of what happened to you, because of what you didn't have, you don't deserve to be there. You don't deserve to have that. You don't, etc., etc. This is a story that we tell ourselves a lot. And oftentimes it happens, especially when you have an experience and so let's say you have an expectation, but the experience falls short of the expectation. So we start to rationalize it, which is what the brain is supposed to do. That means your brain is working, but we usually rationalize it in a way that discounts ourselves because we don't want to seem prideful, but it discounts ourselves instead of saying, well, maybe this wasn't the opportunity that I thought it was, and the next thing or the right thing is on the way. That a lot of time, having that thought process is very difficult for us to have because as humans, we need black and white. We need, oh, it didn't happen. It must not have been for me. They must not have liked me. It was because of this. Well, if I wasn't this way, then this wouldn't happen. If I wasn't that way, like we start doing all these things and it starts to program us. And then we start having experience after experience after experience after experience that reiterates the conclusion that we came to and makes that story true, even if it's not true. I hope you followed me. I hope you followed me, right? You have to recognize that you are already worthy. You by default, if you've never done any work on yourself, by default, you deserve. You deserve, okay? But these are part of the stories. The last one we're going to talk about today, because I have many. The fear of success story. Now, I see this a lot, especially with my clients, and especially with very ambitious and driven people, because we want a level of success where we're comfortable, but it's a level of success that doesn't allow or prevents us from being judged or prevents other people from saying too much about us, because every level requires a certain level of exposure. And so if you're not willing to be exposed or be seen to a certain degree, then there's a certain level of success that cannot come your way. Like if Moses said, well, I don't want to be up there holding my hands up for the sea to part. Can you just snap your fingers or something else and, let the people go? Yeah, we would have had a problem. Hello, Houston, we have a problem, right? There's a level of success in which you have to be seen. What will people say about me is a thought. What will the success demand of me? What will people demand of me because they think I'm a success? What will people expect from me when we go out to eat? Am I the one that always has to pay for dinner? I don't want to always pay for dinner. I want somebody to pay dinner for me, right? When we go travel somewhere, do I got to cover everybody's costs and everybody's ticket? How will everybody treat me? Do they really like me? Because I do want them to like me. Do they really like me, or do they just like my money? That's fear of success. And nothing has even happened yet. You're just anticipating this stuff. And you're already telling yourself, I don't want to do that. So guess what? You stay at a certain level, at a certain degree, where you don't have to be promoted. You don't have to be seen. You don't have to be visible. But let's say it all together. Boundaries, right? You got to set boundaries. And here is the other part that I noticed. The other part that I noticed is that a lot of times women especially don't want to set boundaries because it requires us to be the bad guy. A lot of false stories. It's a lot of anticipate, which, is part of the definition of anxiety. But when you're anticipating something before it even happens. Woohoo! Okay. So you're already shortchanging yourself before the opportunity can't come, because you've already said, I don't want a certain degree of success. What did Biggie say? More money, more problems. And we used to sing that song. I don't know where you came from or what type of music you used to listen to, but if you know the song I'm talking about, that's what he used to say, more money, more problems. And I realized it's not necessarily more money, more problems versus more money, more responsibility. And if you're not willing if you're not willing to say okay to those responsibilities, because I am that girl, I am that guy, I am that one. This is the success I was born to have, and it comes with certain responsibilities. Cool, I'm going to grow into it. If you're not willing to have that conversation with yourself over and over again, because that's a story over and over again, then what happens is you shortchange and you short circuit your own success. And let me tell you, fear of success is really all about the fear of man and the fear of judgment. But let me just tell you the solution. Oh, no man, not a thing, but to love them. And you should always fear God, not man, because God is the one that helps you. And by the way, number 3, people are already judging you, child. You might as well be successful. I mean, if they're going to talk about you, you might as well be successful while they're talking about you. Okay. This is just my personal philosophy. If they're going to talk, give them something to talk about. Okay. Give them your latest post on how God did something for you and opened up the door and closed the deal and got you in the door and made things happen for you and put you on a pedestal and put you on the stage that you weren't even prepared for. Let them talk about you and judge you while you're being successful. This is my conclusion. Okay. So those are the 5 stories that we tell ourselves. These are the 5 stories that we tell ourselves most often. And this is what I personally see in all my years of doing what I've been doing. Right. But this is one of the things that we have to realize. We have to realize that we can write ourselves a new story. And what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and screenshot this. I want you to screenshot this because you're going to allow ChatGPT to help you. This is a little nugget that you can take home with you. Okay. It's a little nugget right here. Write yourself a new money story. If you can identify with any of those 5 or maybe all of those 5, no problem. But you got to be willing to rewrite the story, write a new money story. And when you're writing your story, you have to let go. Don't hold back. Write a new story for yourself that embodies the version of yourself that you know you're meant to become versus the version of yourself that you are right now. Think about the future version of you. What would the future version of me say? Would the future version of me make this decision? Would the future version of me just be laying up in the bed, hemming and hawing? Right? I guess that's real country, hemming and hawing, but hemming and hawing, okay? Not doing anything, right? Here's the prompt, and you're going to plug this, but there's this part right here where I'm saying without holding back, write it out, what you want, right? Now in ChatGPT, you're going to put this in. You're going to say, I would like you to act as an expert in faith-based manifestation. Guys, don't get scary on me. Manifestation with God is what we're talking about here, not outside of him. If you do it with him, he got to maintain it. If you do it by yourself, you got to maintain it. Hey. And the power of spoken words, because we know there's power in our tongue. I'm going to give you a list of my dream life, and I want you to write a 5-minute story of the day that I can listen to and read every single day to help me bring these desires to pass in less than 90 days. Okay? Here is a list of some of my wildest dreams. And I wrote them as if they've already happened. Then you're going to plug in the list that you wrote into ChatGPT. And then this last line, please make sure to keep it in first person format. Use pronouns like I and me. Okay? Use pronouns like I'm. This is a ChatGPT prompt. Let me give you another nugget. I gave this nugget the other day, and at an event that I was speaking at, and they loved it. And I've been getting DMs that they've been using it and things have been happening. I want you to download an app called Parrot. Download the Parrot app. And it's literally a parrot. Can y'all see that? That right there. Parrot app, okay? When you download that app, ChatGPT is going to give you the response. And that's whatever ChatGPT gives you, I want you to go ahead and record it on the Parrot app. This is mine, because I'm not going to sit here and ask you to do anything that I haven't done myself. I think you guys have figured that out about me already, right? This is mine. So I play this as I'm going to sleep. And why the Parrot app is, the Parrot app is going to keep playing it. Keep playing it. Keep playing it. Even as you sleep. Now, put it in the chat. Yes, the Parrot app. There you go. It's free. I know it's on iPhones. Android, I don't know. But I'm sure they have something. But the whole point is to have it loop over and over and over again. And as you sleep, as you go drift off to sleep, as you're waking up and you're going into a REM sleep, what's happening is you are speaking to you in your voice. And you are rewriting your story, not only on a piece of paper, not only in your phone, but you're also rewriting your story within yourself. Now, I know it's on Android. Good. Thank you for letting me know. Now, I know y'all didn't know y'all was going to get all that today. I know you didn't know, but I got you covered. I got you covered, okay? This is going to help you, but you have to do it. You have to take those steps. You have to be okay listening to your own voice. Something I know a lot of people struggle with. They're like, oh, I don't like listening to myself. You need to listen to yourself. You need to, thank you. You are reprogramming your brain. You are rewiring your brain. You are putting in, intentionally putting in a new story for your mind, for your brain to play for yourself. So if part of your dream life is I close $1 million deals and I have deals that have retired my mom, have taken us out of debt, you know, on all these cool things, and now I have multiple properties, when the opportunity comes to you to have those relationships, to make that type of income, to put yourself in the right position, there's less resistance, because the story that you've plugged into yourself because you did this activity is in agreement and alignment, synchronized and syncopated with what you already said about yourself, with what is already playing on the inside of you. Hello, somebody. She said, I knew, because you always hook us up with gems. I appreciate that. Yes, you already know. I'm going to come through. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come through. Right? This is how you reprogram your mind. This is how you renew your mind daily. Hello? Put them scriptures in there. Who's going to hurt? Nobody. It's going to make it come to pass faster. Right? Guys, this is the stuff that you do. These are the actions that you take to move yourself forward. These are the things that you do. Let me just share this one story and then I'm going to keep going. I remember when my husband and we first got married, and one of the things that he used to do was like, he would be getting ready and he would go into the mirror and he would sit there and start talking to himself. Now, listen, I study psychology. I don't have no problem with you talking to yourself. It was a different story, though, when I see you looking at yourself in the mirror and you're talking to yourself. And he's talking to himself and he's saying, this body is healed. This body, I never get sick. I'm healed in the name of Jesus. I'm from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet. And I'm looking at him like, oh, my God, who did I marry? What is this? Why is he talking to himself in the mirror? I had never seen it. It made sense. I get it. But I had never seen it. And he would just be touching his body. He would just be touching his body. I'm healed. I never have to go to the doctor. I'm strong. My body is strong. I never get, and legit, he would never get sick. He would never get sick. And when he was growing up, I hope he doesn't mind me telling his story, but when he was growing up, he was always sick though. And he was always going to the doctor. So he would be looking in the mirror. I never get sick. I'm healed. My body is strong. My muscles are strong. My immune system is built up from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet. I'm a money maker. I make change. I'm powerful. I'm this, I'm that. God is with me. God is not forsaking me. I'm this and that. And he would just be talking. He would just be talking. And I'm like, amen. Now, you would think if I saw that my husband is modeling something, that I would go and do that. How many of y'all think that I went and did it too? Just tell me in the chat yes or no. Tell me in the chat if you think that I started doing the same thing he was doing. And initially, when I first saw him, if I went ahead and started imitating him. If you think I started imitating him, just say yes in the chat. If you think I didn't, just say no. He would be in that mirror, he would be talking to himself, and he would just be saying all these powerful things. You sure right? Wow. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, this is mixed. This is a mixed review. I'm going to be honest. Initially, when I saw him doing that, I did not. I was like, I'm not doing that. That takes too much. It don't take all that, was what I told myself. But the real problem was I didn't want to confront myself. Let me let the Wi-Fi catch up. Because I think where some of y'all at, the Wi-Fi is a little slow. Yeah. Do I do that now? You're a daggone Skippy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%. We handle business in the mirror, okay? I'm talking to myself. I'm speaking life to me. It was very foreign to me, number one. Number two, I could not face myself at that time. I did not have the self-worth. I told you I've done a lot of work. I've done a lot of work to get to where I am today. By the grace of God, I have done a lot of work. It's hard. It's hard. I did not like the sound of my voice for a long time. I was the person now, all the time, everybody's, we're doing selfies and all this and that. And I'll post a selfie pic and, get on Snapchat and use a little filters and all that cute stuff now. And I'll go live and I'll just be talking and laughing and kikiing with everybody now. But back then, it was hard for me to listen to my voice. It was hard for me to look at myself in the mirror and say, I'm not where I know I'm supposed to be. And feel like it's probably my fault. It's probably my fault. But it was just so hard. But I was like, well, as long as he does it and I'm married to him, we gonna be okay. I was like, we all right. But then what was speaking and talking to me on the inside would not let it go. And I had to just start doing it and doing it and doing it. Before all this selfie stuff, now remember, I'm an 80s baby. I'm like millennial Gen X. Like I'm like right there on the cusp, okay? I was never in front of the camera. I was always behind the camera. I had pictures of everybody else. Oh, remember when we were here show do, and I got the pictures for it too. Here's your pictures. Here's your pictures. When I was in college, I was even developing. I knew how to develop the pictures, film. They don't, that's an ancient thing now. They don't do that anymore. But I used to develop the pictures, and it would be pictures of everybody else, not pictures of myself, because the story I was telling myself was, I don't like my voice. I wish my voice wasn't so deep. I wish it was this. I wish it was lighter. I wish it was that, la, 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 all the junk. But I did the work, and I had to get comfortable, and it took a long time, but we're here. So I'm just sharing that to tell you, and I'm just being transparent with you guys, just to let you know, some of this stuff is not easy. I'm saying it like, just do this, but you got to be okay with doing the work. You got to be okay with going through the process. So listen, yes, you got to be, you guys are going in the comment section. I love it. It is hard. I was open to doing the work. And I know you guys are open to doing the work too, because the call and what's on your life has to be stronger and more powerful than those inconveniences and those things that are uncomfortable, right? Yes, I'm not where I was supposed to be, and it's my fault. I have to take responsibility because I'm the only person I can control. I can't control anything outside of me. I can only control me, right? All right, here we go. So I just gave you some help. We have 2 more days, okay? We're wrapping up here. But I want to offer you a little bit more help. You ready for it? Come on, if you're ready, just put ready in the chat. If you are ready, I want to give you, I'm gonna come through with the gems. Y'all already said in the chat, I'm gonna come through. I'm gonna give you the heat. Let's go. A little more help. Boom, here it is. Here is your help. Other than from the Lord. Well, from the Lord through me. There we go. Okay. Here it is. Women Success Circle. Yes, ready. Been ready. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Women Success Circle. You guys, this is the #1 wealth building community for women. Okay. #1 wealth building community for women. In Women's Success Circle, this is our community. This is our environment. Remember, I was telling you guys earlier on about environments and being with people who are having those conversations about money. And it was just like regular. It was like everyday okie dokie type stuff. Like, okay, a $40,000 day, that's normal to you. You're okay with that. And then look, and they're showing me their phone and it's a 40,000. And I'm like, I need to get on the good foot. This ain't got nothing to do with them. I need to get on it. I need to shake this up. It was environments. Being around the right people, being with other like-minded individuals. And this is what Women's Success Circle is. So it is our community where we will be together and we will have, this is all the stuff that you get. You have bi-weekly coaching with Q&A sessions, right? So even after I share this with you guys, before we close, we're going to have Q&A because I want to find out where you're at and if you're ready for day #2, because I got more for you. This is just day 1. I'm just getting started, okay? But we're going to have bi-weekly coaching, something similar to this, master classes where we really go through a lot of great things, discuss wealth building, give you access and conversations that are going to literally change the flow of your bank account, change the flow of your mind and your spirit. I'm big on that, right? You'll have access to the Epic Book Club. And the book club, it's not just like, oh, here's the book. We're going to have a book each month. We're going to read it and we'll go over it. Why? Because it's not just the information that we have that changes the season. It's the applied information that we have that changes the seasons. And we got to expose ourselves to conversations, to mindsets, to thought processes that are different than what we have been exposed to. So the book club allows for that. Success Vault. Y'all, I've been doing this for over 20 years. I got stuff. You hear me? I have programs on programs, courses on courses, and some things, and I really thank God for this. Like, I'll get it and it'll just be download and I'll work on it. But then when I go to like, oh, let me present it. Oh, let me put it out there. I just feel like it's not the time. So I just tuck it in my computer and I just keep going with whatever it is I'm going with. All that's, the vault has been unlocked. I'm bringing it all out. It's going to be right there in the vault and you're going to have access to it 24/7. Of course, you're going to be networking with like-minded women, like-minded individuals, doing big things, making big things happen. And I'll be bringing in some of my friends too, like just guests who are doing, because I know a lot, but I don't know everything. And I know people who are doing big things in different arenas and different avenues that you'll want to be exposed to, just to know this is the type of stuff that's happening. This is what's going on out here, so that you can have access to it if you feel like, hey, that's right up my alley, right? You'll have exclusive discounts Invitation only. It says private events, but my face is right there. To private events. And this is a community. It's a membership for only $49 a month. That is Women's Success Circle. So you're talking about having events like these, also in-person events. I'm also looking into some travel because, like I said, I gotta hit up a new country. I gotta see this earth before I go. I gotta see this beautiful planet before I go. So we're working on that as well. So these are all the things. I mean, this is some good stuff. This is all the stuff you get. And to sit with me and be a client, some of you guys know I charge a quality penny, and you're getting this for only 49 bucks a month. That is absurd, okay? But wait, there's more. When you register tonight, the first 10 people, y'all see this right here? This is exclusive, limited time only Women Success Circle outerwear. So the first 10 people that register, myself and those 10 people, we're going to have this merch, and I'm never making it again. You will not see it. Only the first 11, the first seed people. And 11 is my favorite number because it's my birthday month. 11. So I'm already one. 10 more people. We're going to have this merch right here. It's going to be for us. You're going to let us know your size. My team, we're going to go ahead. We're going to make it happen and have it shipped right on over to you. And it will be exclusive. We're going to link up, and we're going to have our photos taken, and like we're going to do the whole thing. Like, it's a thing. You understand? This is a thing, a real thing, because we are going places. We are doing really mega outlandish, outrageous stuff. And so we got to show up on the scene ready to conquer and to take over like we are supposed to. And if you're not the 10, that's okay. I still got a lot for you. You have Success Circle Top 10 Book Club. You're going to have access to that. Those are my top 10. And you're going to be able to have access to them. The link is right here. She said, I'm excited. I want the link. I want the link. I want the link. It is right here up top. Women's Success Circle. bit.ly/Women's Success Circle. I'm going to put it in the chat for you. Let's see if I'm going to make sure it shows up. It says type your comment. Did y'all see it? Okay, let me do this. And then I think you can click on the green button and it'll take you right over there. Y'all let me know if you can see the green button. Y'all let me know in the chat if you can see the green button. But let me keep going and tell y'all what else we got. Some bonuses, okay? We got the one woman six-figure business. This is how I was able to run my business. One woman, one show, one band, one sound, but still make six figures. One woman six-figure business. You're going to get that. You're going to get stocks that pay cash. Remember, one of the testimonials that I had shared on the slides, they were reaching out to me about some stocks that I had shared, and she had made some big bank on that. Okay, so I'm sharing some more stocks that pay cash, i.e. dividends. There should be, let me tell y'all this too, there should be no brand that you love and that you use on a regular basis that you don't have the stock to. If you really love it that much that you're spending money, they need to pay you back. How do they pay you back? They pay you back in dividends. All this Apple stuff that I have, if you don't think that Apple is paying me back for all the stuff that where's my iPad? The computer I'm using right now is Apple. Oh, look, here go a charger right here. And I only get Apple stuff. I go to the Apple store, or I go to Target, and then I make sure to get the Apple brand. Oh, my watch is Apple. Why? Because Apple pays me back because I have stock. This is key. Okay? If it's not paying me back, our relationship isn't as close as they think it is, right? And you're also going to get the wealth building ebook. These are direct links. These are exactly like before I came on tonight, I literally received an email in which I was able to pick up free stocks. Free stocks. Listen, I'm not playing. I am very, very serious about where we're going and what I am called to do and what needs to happen. This is not a throw the men overboard and let the women rule. No, we all have our God-given designated spots. I will never try and think that I can compete or measure up to or replace a man. Absolutely not. There's a reason why men are on the planet. There is a reason why women are on the planet. And with that, we have to know the pay gap has to close. It has to close because we are a rib. We are equal. It's not one or the other, right? Both. As we say in the South, both of them. Okay. Let's see. Hey, all right. Chris joined. Woo, woo, woo. Taya, woo, 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 woo. I love to see it. I love to see it. Y'all come on through. I love it. Who else is going to join us in women's? She said, I ain't waste no time. I am signed up. Come on, Renika. That's what, both of them. Okay. Both of them. We are not playing games. We are in this thing. We are making it happen. Men and women. We just got to have the ladies catch up. We are so intuitive. We are so like, there is so much to us. We are able to pick up on things that a lot of times men are not able to pick up on, and that's okay because women are very intuitive. We're able to sense what's happening, going on in the atmosphere. We pick up on patterns and things very quickly, and then we can say, hey, babe, did you see this? Did you notice this? Did you notice that? And then now what's happening is you got the mind of the men and you got the mind of the women, and we're coming together. Honey, do you think that we can sit down? Do you think that it's just going to be fly by night and nothing? Absolutely not. You're talking about power, 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 power. Both of them. Blah, blah. Yes. Y'all got me excited. Now I'm let me calm down. Yay. Nicole says she's in. Come on, come on, come on. I love it. And yes, you need community. Listen, we all need community. We all need community. And I do not believe, let me say it this way. In America, in the States, we are a very individualistic society, and it's very, very unfortunate. And I really, really realized this when I had my first child, and that was back in 2007, that the way you have children back home, for me back home is Nigeria, the way you have children is you have a child, baby, everybody is coming to your house. Your mom, your mother-in-law, your sisters, there is a schedule. People are taking care of you. People are taking care of the baby. You want to breastfeed? Okay, here goes the baby. You done? Good. Give her here. And they're feeding the baby. They're changing the baby. They're feeding you. They are doing I don't even know what it's called, but basically when they start pushing your stomach in and wrapping you up and making sure you're taking your medicines and cooking and cleaning the house for you, like you have a mob of people in your house. That's how it is back home. Here, my mom did what she could. She came, and at the time too, she's beat breast cancer, but at that time she had the diagnosis, so she was doing what she could do, and she came through. She was doing what she could do for me, doing what she could do for the baby. My mother-in-law came through. When she was done, she went. Then my mother-in-law came through. Boom. So we did what we could do. My sisters came. Oh, okay. So we did it as much as we could here. Whereas over there, you'll see people at the house for months, right? That's community. I'm not the best at this and that, but my sister in the community is. Let me call her up. Let me ask her, can she put it into the community, into the chat, and let us know what she's good at? Can she hook us up? Can we all swoop in so that we can all go up faster? If you want to be good, do it by yourself. But if you want to be great, do it with others. And that's what we're doing in Women's Success Circle. It takes a village. This is community mentality. This is how we win. I have so many stories. Let me save it because I told y'all about an hour. We're going into an hour 30 minutes. But this is village. This is community. And we are going to rock the house together. Okay? We're going to rock the house. Yep, that's it. That's it. Come on. So you guys are seeing the offer. I'm really excited for each and every one of you. I'm actually going to jump into the community after this, okay? Just to say hi, so we can post some pictures and we can just say what's going on and all that good stuff. And then make sure too that you have access to and you're able to find everything, right? And then you got to be ready because tomorrow I'm bringing the heat, okay? I am bringing the heat. I got some more gems I'm going to drop on you. But please, 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 I'm begging you for this one, okay? I'm begging you for this one. Do the assignment. Let me show you the assignment. You guys remember the assignment? Which is the ChatGPT prompt, okay? Please do this tonight. Just see what, okay, she's at work. See you tomorrow. Absolutely. Right? Do the prompt tonight. Okay. All right. Let's wrap up. Let me go ahead and open up the chat. Y'all let me know what questions you have for me. I'll keep the offer up so that you can jump in. My assistant is going to start reaching out to some of you guys because it does ask for your email address. So she's going to reach out to you via email so that she can get your size for your merch. Okay. So that you can get your size for your outerwear, and then we'll confirm what exactly you're getting, and then the best size for you, and then where you want it shipped out to. So that's for the first 10. That's for the first 10. Right? So now we're going to have Q&A segment. The offer is still up, so you can click on the green link so that you can join me inside. Now, let me say this too. Totally forgot. But there's two options. You have a $49 per month option, and then you also have the $129 per month option. The $129 per month option also adds on personal coaching with me. So whether you want it to be about whatever you got going on personally, or you want to get into it with your business, we'll make it happen. So just know that there are two options, the $49 per month and then the $129 per month. And the $129, you get time with me one-on-one, just me and you. That usually costs, if somebody goes on my website, it's $249 an hour. So that's like slash the price, and you still get all the benefits of the Success Circle. Okay. So I just want to be clear on that. And then we're in the Q&A segment. Y'all let me know if y'all have any questions, or if you're already loaded up, you just like, let me go to the community and do my homework. And I got to see you tomorrow because you just gonna blow my mind tonight. If that's how you are, that's okay too. Just let me know in the chat. So she had to go to work. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Chris said good night. Good night. Good night, good night, good night. But if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to stay on for the next couple of minutes just so we can round off at exactly 90 minutes, an hour 30. But if you do have any questions, I will answer them for you. And then, yeah, you guys should still be seeing everything. Let's see. Okay, awesome. Yeah, you can chat here and just put your question in the chat. You could also make it, I think there's a way that you can make it private to admin only. I'm admin, I guess. So that'll be good. Speaking at a conference. Awesome. That's okay. You can check the replay, but all the favor for you and your speaking engagement. Super excited for you for that. We're praying for you to knock it out the park. This was great. Yay! I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you guys enjoyed this. We're coming back tomorrow. I'm ready. I am ready. Okay, so it looks like you guys are good. Okay, if you don't have an established business, is this okay? Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't matter what level you are. It just come on in, because more than likely what you're needing is that community piece so that you can do some other things and some bigger things. And I am an advocate of business, but I also do realize that some people are better investors. Okay. And so you also need to know that there are investing opportunities out there. If you're not interested in entrepreneurship, that's okay. You know, I'm not going to shame anybody for that. You know, if you're more of a investor type person and you're on your career track, hey, work it out. We just want to make sure that you got your money working for you. I'm so ready to leave the workplace and start my own. I totally understand. I totally understand. And I do work with a lot of people who are at that place and have done it too, and are currently working on it. You'll actually meet some people in the community that are doing that right now. So you're in the right place. You are definitely in the right place. Well, let me know, guys, because I'm gonna cut us off at 1:30. Yes, we're so happy that you're with us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. All right, guys. I'm glad you were here. Thanks for hanging on. I told you an hour and you stayed. I appreciate you. We will be back tomorrow right on time. So put it on your calendar so you don't miss. Tell it, hey Siri, set an appointment for 7 p.m. Thursday. Okay, hey Siri, set an appointment for 7 p.m. Thursday, Good Success Challenge. There we are. Schedule it. Awesome. Zoe is joining. Yes, get it in. Whoop, 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 whoop. Welcome, welcome, welcome.